Accrington 2, Wednesday 3. Freezing, innit? Freezing. I'm like that. Can we put heating on, love? I think it's turned a bit this week, innit? Put another jumper on. It's not even winter yet. Fantastic result for Wednesday. I know some people are giving it. Fantastic result for Wednesday. We should be pasting teams like Accrington Stanley. I don't know where folks are getting that mentality from now. Accrington Stanley might be a small club. In fact, I think Wednesday took more fans today than they did. But we should be spanking teams like that based on what? I think we've got to get that out of our heads. You know, yes, we have got a COP that holds 10,000 people. Yes, we have got a rich history going back to 1867. And yes, we have played in Europe and won FA Cup and league title and everything else. But that don't mean out, does it? It's about the 11 on the pitch. Don't matter if we've got a big COP. Don't matter if we've got some Archibald Leach architecture on top at South Stand roof. That don't matter. It's 11 on park. And we are a third division club for a reason. We weren't good enough to stay up. So, 11 against 11, 2 third division teams. That is a good result. Scored 3 goals and all. Bonus. Yes, second half, squeaky bum time. Always is with Wednesday, innit? And considering the number of times we've let Leeds slip and the number of times that we've had games where we've gone behind and couldn't claw back, I see that as a positive that we clung on. I know most teams at 3-0, that's resulting bag, innit? The fact that we did cling on, I see that as a step in the right direction, a positive. Because we did start putting ball in stand, we did start bringing people down when we had to. A little bit of shithousery, and it's about time we started showing a bit of that. So the match, the team. Let's have a quick look at the team. So Peacock Farrell came straight back into goal. I don't think there was any great surprise there. He's clearly the number one for the season, even though he has dropped the odd bollock himself. The pleasing thing for me, Brennan came in at centre half. He came in at right-sided centre half, and Palmer went and was deployed at the left-side centre half position. Callum Patterson went up to centre forward. I thought Sol should have been given an opportunity, but he was completely bummed out of the squad today. Hunt comes in at right wing back, Corbin at left wing back, which for me personally is where he's played his best football. And the big news really was Luongo back in his holding midfield role. Although to be fair, he wasn't actually that deep today. He was actually, he was starting a lot of good moves himself. But when you look at that team there on paper, that's not actually a bad balance to some of the sides we've put out this year. The interesting thing really for me was Palmer in the left-sided centre half. Obviously with him being a right-footed, I thought that might imbalance us. But in fact, he was overlapping and underlapping all the time in this game. And it actually worked a treat. He was threading some good balls through the inside channel. It was a really positive start from Wednesday, and they played some really good football. It's a small pitch, it's pissing it down. And Wednesday used that, and they were using that slick surface with their play. What really impressed me was the speed of it, the tempo of it. Somebody left a comment in one of the videos I'd done a couple of weeks back saying, Wednesday fans are going to have to get used to this. We play football down in this division. I like good football. I just don't like slow football. Liking quick football don't make you a dinosaur or a long ball merchant. I've brought up on a diet of Trevor Francis and Ron Atkinson. Yeah, Howard Wilkinson, I'm going to class that as good football, actually. Quick doesn't mean long. Quick means quick. It's very simple. And Wednesday were quick. They played at a tempo. The movement was much, much better. Liam Palmer were playing these little 1-2s with Corbin, who were going on the outside, on the inside. It was a great start from Wednesday. Could have scored after about 4 minutes, actually. Lovely switch ball from Bannon. Hunt gets in round the back door. He has a touch and then it goes out for a corner. An attacking player, I think, probably takes it first time. We're probably 1-0 up there. But it's a really, really positive start. Despite all the good football, though, our opening goal, the header, Dunkley, that's all about determination and grit and desire to get in there. He's about 2 foot off floor when he makes that header. Wrestling match, putting his head in where it hurts, bang. You need that in this division as well. He had a fantastic game, by the way, Dunkley. Heading everything, tackling everything, he's on the floor, he was a right old tussle. I love to see centre-halves do that, a proper centre-half performance. Fantastic. But Wednesday were great first half, full stop. Corbin was causing him some massive issues. When he came inside, Palmer went on the outside. When he went on the outside, Palmer was underlapping. Really good and really strong down that side of the pitch. What was superb to see for me at all? Luongo. Luongo was superb. We've missed him so much, and you start to look at last season. Do you know what I mean? And he was out all that time. Pulis played him. You can understand why we were desperate for points. And then you see what he does when he comes back in. He holds the midfield together. He gives you that shape. He holds the stability together of the midfield. And you could see him all through the game, bossing people about, organising, giving it, you get in here with me, you go there, all the time. Fantastic, like a leader's performance. But I think it's for defensive midfield play. Yes, he wins his tackles more than anybody else on the park, by the way. Yes, he makes them interceptions. But he's calm. He's calm on the ball. Maybe that goes back to the confidence he has playing his early career at Swindon and QPR as an attacking midfield player. He is comfortable on the ball, and it's nice to see that. But so many of the moves, he's there as a breaker or whatever, but so many of the moves started with him because he's got a real eye for the forward pass. And what he has got, he's not afraid to play ball into space. A lot of players, it's safe, isn't it? Play ball into feet, play ball into feet. And your modern hipster fan likes that, balls into feet, ball into space and let somebody get after it. When you roll a ball 2 yards in front of somebody, they've got to get another steam up. And he was controlling the rhythm of our play with his passing. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And it shows what a miss he's been. Would I play him weak? I don't want him to get injured again. I don't want us to do too much too soon. The temptation will be there because he had a fantastic game. In fact, it was his ball after about 35 minutes that clipped through and put Patterson through for a one-on-one, which I think he should have lobbed the keeper. He's tried to sort of put it round him. Would Patterson have put that away if he'd had 5 or 6 games up front on the spin rather than playing centre-half, right wing, centre-half, centre-forward? If he'd had a run up front, would he put that away? I think perhaps he would do. I think one of the other strikers probably would have put that away. There is a natural instinct to playing up front. And I don't really think Patterson's a striker. It wasn't his best game yesterday, actually, by the way, but what he did do, closing people down, physicality, barging folks off ball. He took a right kick in bollocks, by the way. He went to close somebody down, cleared in a ball, full welt in bollocks, and if it went in bollocks, it was just above. I like to see that. When your team have got players who are taking stuff in the bollocks, I think that's a step in the right direction because it's about mentality and attitude towards getting 3 points. Great first half from Wednesday, though. Liam Palmer. I think that might be the best performance I've ever seen from Liam Palmer. Genuinely. He looked a foot taller than he usually does to me, and that's confidence. Often see me play short, easy passes or long, more aimless passes. Yesterday we're mixing his game up, but his long passing into midfield was really hard, driven passes into midfield, played with confidence, and he was driving on down the middle. I don't want to say look like Roberto Carlos, but do it about 4 or 5 times. He's made 40, 50, 60 yard dashes down the pitch, and opposition teams hate that, running right at him because somebody's there, they've got the shape, and somebody's always thinking, shall I go to him? Shall I go to him? Are we holding? Oh. And them runs create that confusion because somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to go, and if they don't, you've got that delivery into the box. And actually, he's come away with 2 assists. I mean, I thought he played well at the back. Could he have been a bit tighter for the second goal? Perhaps. I'm not going to nitpick too much. He's not a centre half, but the little 1-2 for Corbin's goal, fantastic. Little casual ball outside at boot. Corbin's in, bang on near post. Absolute rapturous scenes down there. Wednesday fans jumping about in rain, fantastic. And then he sets up the next goal. And it's a lovely, but Bannon lofts a lovely little ball off top. Not left-footed Palmer, is he? But he gets his foot round it with his left peg, cuts it back and Canberra. But a fantastic improvised finish. Ball's coming in at this angle, he's going that way, and finish goes that way. Brilliant goal. Fantastic little dink, lob, volley into far post. Superb. Canberra, I've been banging on about him all season. I really like the lad. I'm still seeing he's still getting quite a lot of, not pelters, but folks don't rate him. You know, I've been on Twitter last night, I'm just looking through some comments. Ball bounces off him, you know what I mean? Trampoline feet, massive eared, can't control though. Can control an 6-yard box, can't he though? That is a lovely finish. And in fact, when you actually break it down, 4 goals in 7 starts. Ask any manager in this division, would you be interested in a centre forward? 4 goals in 7 starts? They'd all snap your hand off for the player that can do that. OK, 13 appearances in total. But 14-13, that's still not a bad record when you consider that 13 includes 7 minutes as a substitute on left wing against Shrewsbury and 4 minutes as a substitute as a right wing. Do you know what I mean? 47 starts, great stuff. Like him, puts himself about, busy. And yes, he does foul people a lot. Good. Wednesday hasn't been a nasty enough team for a long time, and I've got to be honest with you, I saw him and Patterson yesterday bashing folks about up front. Fantastic. It's only what other teams have been doing to us for the last... Well, as long as I've been watching Wednesday, we've been bullied. Great to see. Goals record. We can just get a partner now with him and Gregory, long term. I think there could be goals in that partnership. Maybe lacking pace, the pair of them, but Windass has got to come back and all. I think we're going to start scoring goals in this second half of the season after Christmas. I really do. Oh, go on then, for old time's sake. Gamberi. Okay, we conceded a goal 15 minutes before the end. Oh, God. And then we almost score straight away after, but concede a goal. It's actually in the first section of the play, the first phase, as these pundits love to say, first phase of play. When ball goes in, Dunkley's actually fouled. He actually gets wrestled out of the way. And when their kid hooks it back over his head with overhead kick, it's into the area where Dunkley were. But forget about it. So we're going, it's 3-1. I've hardly talked about first half. I'm just going through players, aren't I? But anyway, so second half, 3-1. Let's see what we can do. They scored again. Can we be a bit tighter to him? If anything, I think we're too tight. I've seen a lot of things on Twitter, Facebook. Then we got, he went tight enough to him. I think he was too tight. He got tight. I think that's why he gets rolled. I think if he stands a yard off, it's like, go on then, son, turn into me. But, these are small little details. And fair play today, lad. I think his name's Bongo. I hope I've got that right, or so I'm going to be getting myself in trouble. That is a great turn and a great finish. There's nothing you can really do about a finish like that. It's an absolute quality finish, I nearly swore. Quality finish, fair play to the lad. Second half, I don't want to say it was a poor performance, but when you concede 2 goals like that, like Wednesday did, one at the end of the first half, then one in the second half, it'd be easy with the way things have gone for us, for the mentality to go, for the brains to go. I thought we stuck at it for the best part. Considering we talk about our weak mentality over the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, whatever it is, I actually thought they stuck to it, and actually I see it as a positive that they saw that game out. I know a lot of people are like, looking typical Wednesday, thrown away 3-0, but that easily, even a year ago, could have been a 3-3 or a 4-3 defeat. We've seen it happen. So, we've seen it out, I see that as a positive. We're wrestling folks at ground when we have to. Folks are taking one for the team. We were doing things that Gillingham were doing, not to that level. I mean, Steve Evans' teams are honourable. We're being professional. When it had to go onto the stand roof, it went onto the stand roof. Fantastic. Do what you have to do to win a game. And in that second half, that's what they did. Boot it out, try and clear it stand. Great, nothing wrong with that. And in fact, we still could have scored some goals on the counter-attack again. I thought Gregory come on. Oh, he just has that little second touch. I think he can probably lift the keeper there and pop it in. Genuinely, Wednesday could have had 6 or 7 goals in this game. Genuinely. And I think if we'd had a settled forward line, I think we probably would have. That's the only thing about that performance, is we're still chopping and changing the side, and I think players need a run in a position to get that consistency. So I'd like to see Gregory, if he's fit again now, and Canberra get a run. have 5-6 games together, see what you can do, because the signs were there straight away in that Sunderland fixture. And obviously Gregory's injured then, so we don't get to see if we can carry on. But if they can build that partnership together, they'll be a threat to any team in this division. I really think they are, as long as we keep putting the decent service into the box, which we're Corbin in the side. I think we will do. With Luongo threading his passes, and with Luongo back as well, Bannon freed from that shackles a little bit, if you like, to keep things going. I do want to mention Bannon, actually. One or two people said, he had a quiet game. I wouldn't say he had a quiet game. What I'd say about Barry Bannon yesterday is he had a team game. I would say that's 3 out of the last 4 performances where not everything has gone through him. I've said this before. Barry Bannon is the best footballer in the club, but I think too many managers have fell into the trap of put everything through him and not letting any other players take any responsibility. And I think we could pour a team for it. And that's not his fault, because he is our best footballer. But when he's part of the team dynamic, he looks a better player to me, and we look a better team unit, which is what you need to get out of this division. So some people are saying quiet game from Bannon. I thought he was really, really good. Thought he just kept his passing moving. He was like a metronome, kept things ticking. And some of the balls he was playing some of those arrowed balls from one side of the pitch to the other. And with Luongo behind him, he's got the freedom to try that without worrying about losing it. If you try them balls and you're the last midfielder and you lose it, you're in trouble. The lads behind you are in trouble. When you're that little bit further forward, you can try them balls. If you lose that, it don't matter. You've got that covered in behind you. So I thought he had a really good game. Brennan, really pleased for the young lad. Came in, young, didn't take any chances. Put it out for a throw-in. Put it out for a goal kick. Put it on stand roof. To see that level of intelligence, because it's amazing how many players ball at feet and they try and do something daft with it. Common sense defending from a young lad. Brilliant. I'm really pleased he got a star, and I hope he takes the opportunity and stays in the team now. I really do, because he's only going to get better with experience. Hutchinson, Iorfa, we don't know how long they're going to be out for. Gibson, from what I can gather, has been sent back. Yeah, get him in. He ain't cost out, it's probably not a massive money. Get him in there. I thought he had a really, really solid game, Brennan, so well done to him. Actually, Peacock Farrell's made a blinding save from a free kick at one bit. He just hits absolute fingertips. They've all played well. Some people, not Patterson's day, I can never accuse him of not putting a shift in. Personally, I'd have had him, as I said before, on the right wing back slot instead of Hunt, because I think it just gives you that physicality out there as well, and it means you can always hit them diagonal balls, which Bannon was doing with regularity yesterday. I like Patterson in that right wing back spot, but we'll see. If we do that, it opens that spot up front for Gregory and Windass as well. Great to see them two both on the bench yesterday. Maybe we'll see a little cameo from Windass week against MK Dons. I don't know. We'll see what the injury news is as well, because we've got Marvin Johnson to come back as well. Windass, Gregory. Going into Christmas, if we can keep up this momentum, that positivity from going out and attacking teams, because we have attacked, even against Gillingham, which was a crap horrible game. Can't say Wednesday didn't go for it. They went for them. We didn't have enough to finish them off, but can't say we didn't go for it. Sunderland, even Plymouth, got spanked 3-0 first 20 minutes. Score a couple of those goals, take chances like we did against Accrington. That's a different game. We're probably next round at Cup. So that's what it's about, that little bit of clinical finishing at one end and playing safety at the other. One or two times he nearly did get caught out playing out front back yesterday, but they seem to cease that. Yeah, a mixed game. That's what we've been crying out for all season. I think it was the Ipswich game I might have mentioned it. Short passing's fine, long passing's fine. Don't just pick one and say this is how we play. Don't say, right, we're Wimbledon or we're Doncaster Rovers. Do both. Play whichever is the best ball at the time. And if that means it's a short pass, great. If it means it's a long pass, great. As long as they're accurate, don't matter, does it? Anyway, some people mumping still, despite the fact we've won. Accrington Stanley should have beat them 6 or 7-0. Nonsense. It's 11 against 11. It's 2 third division teams. We've got to get that in our heads. 2 third division teams, and we've been better than them on the day. And that's all it's about. That's all it's going to be about every single week, whoever we play. Anyway, I'm running out of time, and she's coming down to put tea on. So I've got to pack my stuff up. Have a great week ahead. I'll try and do a quick preview for MK Dons. Enjoy your sends.